Good morning everybody, Pedro here. We are at the gorgeous Brazos River this morning below Lake Possum Kingdom. Today I'm going to be chasing some bass on the fly, a little different. Maybe you guys hadn't seen me fly fish on the channel before, maybe you have if you watched some older videos. I think I've uploaded a couple. That's neither here nor there because we're doing it today. I am excited. It is, I think it's like 8 something in the morning, kind of early. It's a Sunday. It's like the water looks so good, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out there and start fishing.
What is the sleep water?
So I have decided that I need a good waterproof backpack to put like my fly box, my extra GoPro, maybe my big camera. So if you guys have any suggestions for that, go ahead and put it down in the comment section. Let me know if you guys have one, if you guys fish, if you guys have one that you particularly like. I cannot complain today. It is gorgeous. Like, it is straight up beautiful out here on the river. And I don't even care that I'm not catching any fish yet. The water is still pretty cold. I don't have a thermometer on me, but if I had to guess, I would say it's in the 60s. Like, it's pretty cold. I'm glad I brought my waders. Usually in the springtime and summertime, I'll just wear like either some like workout shorts and or swimming trunks and Crocs or something. But I'm for sure glad I brought my waders today because it is chilly. So I don't know if the fish just aren't moving because the water's kind of cold, so they're still kind of skittish, hadn't got up and around yet, or what the pattern is today. But we're gonna for sure try and figure it out. But yeah, if you guys have any backpack suggestions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'd like to know. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? It's just so beautiful out here. Fish on, first fish of the day. Trying not to lose him. Come here, you. What are you? What'd I catch? Oh, you're so pretty. You're such a pretty little fish. I wet my hands. Quit fighting. You're fine. Oh my gosh, look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. What a gorgeous little bass. Shout out to Fatties on the fly for the little minnow imitation. We're gonna let this guy go, but just look at him. He's so pretty. Just a gorgeous little bass. All right, I'm fixing to let you go. Another fish on. Looks like he's about the same size. Skate him in to me. There we go. Yep, same size little fish. But just so fun to catch. I love catching these things. So fun. Look at that, just barely hooked. I love it. These things are so fun to catch. Just tiny bass, but I love it. They fight so hard. They're so fun to catch. Oop, see you later. So basically all I'm doing is just casting it and letting it kind of drift like around there with the current, and just kind of twitching it every now and again. I'm throwing like a white streamer type fly, shad imitation, I guess. These bass are usually on the shad this time of year, so I figured white would be a good color since I couldn't catch them on the popper. But maybe when the sun gets higher we can go like cast under them trees, pull that popper out of there, and maybe get some topwater action. But it's just awesome out here fishing today. I cannot complain. Like, it is the best. Those little bass have tiny little bites, but once you get them hooked, they try to fight you so hard, and it's so much fun just skating them in. So much fun to catch. I don't care what size they are, I'll catch them all. I guess the way this river's set up, it's kind of like a wind funnel. So when the wind comes off the dam, it just funnels right down this river. It's actually pretty low right now. They only have it flowing 120 CFS. I checked the website this morning before I drove out here. Make sure I wasn't gonna get here and it's blown out. We got like 4 inches of rain yesterday. So I guess it hadn't come out of the watershed quite yet. So much fun. I missed fishing so much. If you guys are new to the channel, basically I was uploading pretty heavy in like 18 into 19, and then basically 2019 I devoted like the whole year to studying to get my EMT certification and my fire certification and getting a job. And I have done those things, so in that I knew that if I could dedicate that 8 months of my life to doing that, then the next 20 years I could have fun, you know. And so I did it, and it's time to start having fun again. I missed getting out here and fishing and just going places and doing things and hanging out with friends and that kind of thing. So it's just nice to be back at it. This is probably the first time I've hooked a fly in, I'm gonna to say over a year. So it's nice to get out here and catch anything, even if they're tiny bass. Such a nice day to just be out here. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just kind of letting it flow with the current, twitch, pausing. The guys that send me these flies tie these like by hand, like this isn't a factory fly, and they offer a subscription box, which is pretty cool. I'm not getting paid to say that. They don't pay me any money. They've sent me a couple boxes of flies, but that's about it. T-shirt and a hat. But they're super cool dudes, and they love fishing. So if you're into fly fishing or just getting into fly fishing and don't know where to start, I would suggest looking at Fatties on the Fly. I'll plug them in the description below. They'll get you set up. You basically tell them like what you're fishing for, where you're fishing, and they'll send you some flies to get you on them. This fly that I've caught these 2 fish on is one that I got from them, one they sent me in a bass box, and I mean, so far it's caught a couple. But I do tie my own as well. I'm not near as ornate as them, but I stick to the simple stuff. These guys sent me a frog popper that I'm like, how? Like, I feel bad fishing it because it's so pretty. Like, it's so neatly made. I don't want to lose this thing. It's so cool. I can see my fly just below the surface. Oh my gosh. I just missed a bite. I just missed a solid bite. Sitting here talking to y'all, missing bites. Just teasing. That was such a good bite too. He hit that so hard. Let's try and get it out there again to him. Nope. That bite felt bigger. Maybe it's just a meaner little fish, I don't know. Felt like a pretty good bite though. No, I don't think he's gonna hit it again. Man, that felt better. Sometimes I change it up, I guess. Twitch, pause, long twitch, pause. You'll figure out your favorite method. It all kind of works as long as you give it some action. they can see that it's kind of like a little fish. I can't tell you how many times I've been down here bass fishing, like in the spring and summer, on the like fly fishing for bass. People are like, "Hey, is there any trout in that river?" Like, no, I don't believe so. Not this late in the year. They do stock it like January, February for trout. You can come down here and fly fish for trout. I have a couple times and it's a blast. I need to make my way to some serious trout waters though sometime soon. Alright, so I'm taking a little lunch break. Sitting here, I've got some planters and jerky. Also, electrolytes. I cannot tell you how much fun I'm having out here on the river. This is a blast. I missed it so much. I missed just getting out there and fishing and just being out here is what I missed really. So glad I'm out here doing it. I'm having an absolute blast. Well, that concludes today's fishing festivities. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I've said this probably 100 times in this video, but it's just a blast to get back on it and get back in the water and just huck some flies. I missed it so much. It's really nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, if you guys have any backpack recommendations, put them in the comments. If you have any good places to fish trout in early August, put them in the comments. And thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And you guys be good to each other and stay safe.